Day 9 from Stagecoach to Kremling is 61 miles with 5,200 feet of climb.
We're off and running at 7 o'clock.
The ride starts off with a beautiful 4-mile ride around Stagecoach Lake. We ride across the dam, and it's fairly high. It's probably over 200 feet high. It's a nice ride along the top of the dam.
Right.
And the views out over the lake are great too. This is a fun spot going over the between the two handrails. It's pretty narrow. You could look down again and see the water. The sky is so blue today, and it matches the water. You can see some really nice homes along the path here at the end of the lake. This next 17 miles is a gradual climb going from elevation 720 to 9,000. That's 1,800 feet over about 17 miles. Really pretty terrain that you're going over, a mix of trees and open areas with the mountains in the background. Also saw a deer.
That went 17 mile an hour on the downhill, pretty smooth road. A couple ripples here and there, but not much. Cools me off, it evaporates the sweat I got from coming up. Straight this road is. Got some ups and downs, but pretty darn straight. Take a turn. Oh, bump, 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 bump. There's a highway down there.
This is the Rock Creek Stagecoach Station.
We got the water crossing here. Let me figure this out, which way to do it. Just go across it fast or walk it? Oh, water. Oh, shoot. Ah! Didn't make it.
I forgot to downshift into a lower gear. That would be a third way to do the ride across the creek, is just start in a low gear and go through slowly.
School on the feet.
I have some ups and downs over the next 8 miles. This is just gorgeous country. It's a beautiful scenic area to bike through. I come up to a group of people that are horse packing here, and they were nice enough to let me by.
Thanks, I didn't want to scare anyone. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I start this uphill. Some of this was quite steep. It was up to 14% in places, and I walked a portion of this. But it was worth it. Once you get to the top, you have a fantastic downhill. It's one of the best downhills on the whole Great Divide Trail. You can see out over the Colorado River. You have the mountains in the background, and you're right on the edge of the cliff. So it's just a fantastic ride. I can only show you so much of that in this day's ride. So what I thought I'd do is I would do a summary, and I'll just play about 5 to 10 minutes of this downhill. Like,
Shit, I can't slow.
I would rate today's ride as probably one of the better rides that I've had so far over the last 3 years on the Great Divide. The scenery was fantastic, some great overlooks. This downhill, like I said, was probably the best downhill. But you had the lake at the beginning, you had water crossing, going up and down the various mountains with the scenery. It's all on gravel, except for the last 2 miles of the ride going into Kremling.
See two bicyclists go by about a half hour, an hour ago?
Yeah, and I was just looking. They're down here in the valley. You can.
It's getting hotter as you get lower.
As I said, as you get lower, it gets a lot hotter. It was quite a hot day. The Colorado River is over on the left there, and I'm coming into a small town called Radium. There's no stores or anything like that, but there is a campground, and a lot of people were going rafting along the Colorado River. Here is a nice rock formation as you leave the Colorado River going out of Radium toward Kremling. Kremling's about 18 miles ahead, and there's 2 climbs. The first being about a 700-foot climb, which was very hot. Then you have a downhill between the 2 climbs where you drop about 400 feet, and then you have 1,000 foot of uphill, and then you go into a downhill into Kremling. I met up with the 2 guys from New Zealand. We stayed at the Super 8, and then we went out for dinner at the brew pub in town.